how we're living been kinda stranger. But you know I got you and I won't change it. Look.
What up, family? Welcome back to OR Trades, where I'll be providing your weekly watch list and go over a few of the stocks that I'm looking to trade going into the week of 5/23. We have some pretty nice earnings this week. We got at least the two that I am watching this week. We got Zoom reporting tomorrow after close, and then we got NVIDIA Wednesday after close. We do have some retail. We got a lot of decent earnings, but the main two that I'll be watching is Zoom and NVIDIA. Now, I probably won't be trading these because earnings is essentially rolling a dice. You can play a strangle, play both sides. You can play a call and a put. The only thing is they will be they're pricing in a pretty decent move, especially for NVIDIA. I believe it's pricing in about a $20 move. So, if you do decide to play earnings, or if I do, I'll probably be looking at next week contracts just to at least give me a little bit of time, or maybe even 2 weeks out. But just a couple of things here, man. We've had 7 straight down weeks on the SPY. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, we're approaching this RSI to be oversold. I still think there's some more room to the downside. But we could potentially get a bounce. So I am positioned to play both sides of, I think if we break below Friday's low, 380.54, I believe the next level after that is like 3. Here, I'll tell you here in just a second. I haven't even marked it. It's crazy to look at this and be like, man, look how far we've come. I mean, there's definitely more room to the downside. But, if we break 380.54, I think we're getting to about, 371 could be the potential next stop for us. I mean, that's a big move, and I'm not saying that will happen overnight, but we could potentially get down there, within the week. So, I'll be watching that on SPY. I don't really trade SPY. Our Discord is pretty awesome at trading SPY, but that's definitely something to take into consideration when you're, trading different equities or trading different tickers, because SPY is a great indicator for how these other stocks move. Now, let's go ahead and go back here. First one on the list, of course, Tesla. I love trading it. We have a falling wedge here on the 4-hour. Psychological level 650. I will play that to the downside. I want to see if we can hold up above that. And then I'm watching 680 to see how we do around there. Essentially, we might reject and push back down. But if we do push through that, I'll play some calls and then look at the 700 level. You can look at the 696 level and see how we do around there. But 700, it would be my next target. And then if we push through that, then I'm watching 720. After 720, we could potentially move back up to 734. Through 734, then we're pushing back up to 750, which is another psych level. I don't know if that will happen, but that's kind of my game plan for this upcoming week on Tesla. I'll be watching the 650 level, 633, of course, because that's a recent low. We might be able to break through that and potentially push down further. But I'm watching to see if we hold the 650. If we slip through that, I'll play puts. Above 680, I'm playing calls. If we reject 680, you can play some puts, come back down and retest the 650 level. And then I'm watching 700, above that 720, up to 734. Amazon, next on the list. We have a double bottom here. I'm watching 2100 to the downside. I want to see if we can hold that. If we can, the next level I'm watching, we're at 2157 right now on a Sunday. I'm watching 2165. If you notice here on the 30-minute chart, there's a lot of movement around this 2165 level. You know, we were able to capitalize on that last week, both to the upside and the downside. That's another level that I'll keep in mind this week. If we slip again under 2100, I'll be looking to play the downside on Amazon there at that 2100 level. Next one on my list that I actually like a lot is Netflix. Let's look at this here. So Netflix, we got a symmetrical triangle. I'm watching the break of 190 to the upside and then under 180 to the downside. These are scalps. Any of these plays that I'm telling you are scalps. In this market environment, you definitely don't want to be holding anything. You will get clapped because, I mean, stuff could look super bearish and then you get a crazy bounce. Look like we're getting a reverse bounce or a reversal to the upside, and then you just get clapped. Stuff starts to sell off. So I personally, I'm in and out of trades. Maximum I hold something is 10 minutes. The only time I am holding is if I'm leaving a runner. If I've secured my profits and I'm playing for free, right? I'm playing with house money. That's the only time I hold stuff, especially in this market condition or market environment, I should say. And then the last one I'm looking at is BA. I think this is a sleeping giant personally. I mean, we are extremely oversold on the weekly, the daily, the 4 hour. We're just about there. I mean, this thing is ready to bounce. I'm watching the 130 level to the upside. I think that it can move from there. Now, I'm not saying it's going to get a full reversal, but we will see at 130, we should see some movement. Now, there could be some downside potential also. I wouldn't play this thing to the downside just because there's I mean, RSI is already showing us that we're extremely oversold. Now, that's not an indicator. It doesn't mean that it won't slip more, but I personally won't chase that move. I'm looking for a bounce here on BA. Like I said, I'm watching this 130 level. I think we can get some movement. It is a scalp. I will not be holding anything further than 135-ish if we can get there, but I'm going to scalp these. These contracts usually move pretty well too. So 130 is definitely the level I'm watching going into 523. Now, I just wanted to go over some of the things that we did this week, man. I mean, the Discord really, we really hit some bangers. We got a lot of good stuff. We hit, let's see here. We hit Tesla Monday. We hit, I think we went 8 for 11. So we had 3 losing trades that we cut pretty quick. And then profited on 8 of them. So essentially 8 for 11. We hit Amazon. Amazon ripped through. This was a short little gain there, or small gain. I mean, not the small. Green is green, right? You take your profits where you can. 14% on Tesla. 43%, 100%. We had 18% Tesla. I mean, we had some pretty decent gains last week. We're looking to carry that into this week. There's going to be a lot of volatility, especially with these big name earnings. I'm really excited for this week, man. And I hope you guys are ready. Don't forget, do your own due diligence. I'm only doing these videos to let you know what I'm watching and what I personally will be trading. Things could change at pre-market if we start to see a gap. If we see a gap up or a gap down before the pre-market, the levels can change. But these are levels that I'm watching throughout the week. Some of this stuff could happen all in a day, or it could take, there could be a lot of choppiness and none of the levels hit throughout the week. So just be mindful of that. Secure your profits. Remember, small losses, small wins, big wins. We never take big losses here. So get your bread. Have a blessed week, man. Love y'all. Peace.